Welcome to Dodger Stadium. It's a beautiful night for the Sunday night showcase. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Emmett Sheehan. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Just about ready to roll. Ian Happ up to hit. And that's how this game gets started. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Sheehan, in his third season, 26 years old, and he was a sixth-round draft pick in 2021. Got him. One away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Nico Horner.
Well, he's one of the best on-base guys in the league right now. He just has that knack for working a lot of deep counts, and pitchers don't seem to want to challenge him too often either. Top 5 in on-base percentage in the National League.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Well,
Just
no, that's a
missed.
ball.
Seiya Suzuki waiting to hit for the Cubs. Two down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike. And now 3-1. Inside ball 4.
Take it back.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Seiya Suzuki at the plate now. That's ball 1. Suzuki launched a homer in his most recent game. That missed inside, and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Bregman off of first with 2 away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, David Peterson. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Foul ball there. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
Fair ball.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it, right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's Ohtani. And a foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. In the dirt, gets away from Kelly. The throw into second, applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, try to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
Foul ball. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. The 0-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ball 2.
High fly ball out into left center field. Swanson should have this one. And the inning is over. Scoreless after one. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Oh,
You know, he's been a tough out for a good stretch now. Pitchers just haven't been able to figure him out. He's been doing a really good job of getting on base as well.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. In the air, left field. Hernandez on the move. He's got it, and there's one down.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
He swings and fouls one off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
No score here in the second. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Edman takes it in for the out. Two down.
Batting seventh, catcher, Carson Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 3 for 8 in the series coming in.
ball.
Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
And that one pulled foul. Got him swinging for the K. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Runner on at first with one gone. So here's Kyle Tucker now. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Oh, 1 now. Slides for the stop to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
There's the strike.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Out to short. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
Whoa.
There's a high chopper. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Matt Shaw.
Ball 1. No, that's a ball.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1. Happ
Nope,
lays
that's off
off.
the plate.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Michael Bush.
Oh,
Here comes the 0-1.
that's a ball. Ball.
And a swing and a miss.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Happ leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Got him looking. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back.
Leading
And
off for
struggles
the
at the plate
Dodgers,
in this series as we take a look at the
Miguel
numbers.
Rojas.
First pitch misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
In the air to left center. Happ on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Second baseman Tommy Edman.
On the ground to third. And that one handled. Bregman to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Will Smith will hit next. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. In the air, right field. Suzuki under it. And that is that. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Alex Bregman.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. To third. Muncy sends it to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one fouled hard the other way. Oh, and 2 now.
That's a ball. Ball.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Crow Armstrong swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. That one's in there. That's strike 2. In the air, left field. Hernandez gets under it, and that's the third out. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Rips that one to right. One up, one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Yes.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman.
Here's Max Muncy. Went down on strikes his first time through.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all three swings.
That one in there across the letters.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. Max Muncy leaves the yard. His fourth home run of the season. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
There's a strike. This one in the air center field. And that'll do it. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. And we have a tie ball game. It's 1-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
Boog, I can't even keep track of how many full counts we've had in this one. I've messed up my scorebook because there have been so many. And you know my scorebook is a work of art.
Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one. That's in there. That is strike two. And that one lifted in the air center field. Pajes on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Swanson digs in. 0 for 1 so far. That one misses.
That's a ball.
And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 5th. strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
A little bit
Nope,
low.
that's low.
Ball 1. Hit hard on the ground is short. And that's the inning. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Strike one.
Here's a 1-1. That one fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. Pitch
Ball
misses
3.
there. Ball 3. Well struck deep right field, way back and out of here. Kyle Tucker sends it out. It's his 8th home run of the year, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 2-1.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Ball.
The 1-2. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Fly to left his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. 2 away now.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball.
And now it's 3 and
that's a
2.
ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
3 and 2. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Smith,
Ball.
the next to hit, takes ball 1. Ground ball, left side. Slings it across. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Evan Phillips.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Ball. Inside.
The 1-0. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
For the Cubs, first baseman, Michael Busch.
Now here is Michael Busch, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swinging a foul out of play. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. And the 0-1. Foul ball there. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And the 0-2.
Ball.
Got him. That's out number 2.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Misses the sweeper. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. Cubs are down quietly, and our score remains 2-1. Back here in L.A., well, we go bottom 6. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
That's a ball.
And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. A little out front there as he swings through it. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one away.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Sliced hard but foul.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
Ball.
Stays alive. The 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. Got him looking for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. Payoff pitch. Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Muncy, the next to hit, takes outside. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Way inside.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Eric Lauer will take over here.
56.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Cubs, right fielder Seiya Suzuki.
Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive
Oh,
and
that's the line.
foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And
That's
that
a ball.
one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And now the count is even. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. Check swing foul. And that's a strikeout looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
That's off
The
the corner.
Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose.
Ball.
The Dodgers holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Check
Ball.
swing. He held up. 3-1 now. Fouled off to the right.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And a payoff pitch. And he walked
Take your
him.
base.
And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk.
Nico Horner.
Here's Nico Horner. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Fastball for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box. He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Man at first, one away.
Oh!
The next
That's
offering
the ball.
misses, and that's ball 3. Carson Kelly on deck for the Cubs. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
So now 3-2, battling here as he fouls it away. Three and 2, payoff pitch. Called out on strikes.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one fouled off.
Nope. That's inside.
Crow Armstrong off of first with 2 away. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well,
In the air to left center. And that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Luke Little.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 1 for 2.
hey!
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Drew Pomerantz up and throwing. Palencia getting cranked up as well. That
That's a
one
ball.
missed. Little, a tall lefty, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Right through there for a strike. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Foul ball there. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
High fly ball out towards left center. Hap under it. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs 1. The Sunday night showcase is a good one. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Alex Vesia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Whoa.
In the air, left field. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a ground ball. And that one handled. Whips it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
So digging in, Ian Happ. 1 for 3.
Nope, that's high.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs 1. The Sunday night showcase is a good one. We'll be right back. Back inside the stadium, and the Sunday night showcase is a close one. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Foul ball. That one out to right. Suzuki under it. One down.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman Tommy Edman.
Inside. And that's ball 1.
Ball 2.
Fastball is outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. Pulls that one foul. And that's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate, a game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Back to the top of the order. The batter now will be Will Smith, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Outside with a breaking ball.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
One-run game, one out, one on. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Swings through that one for strike two. Just missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Two now. And that just misses.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Swing and a miss struck him out.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luke Little gives way, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Drew Pomeranz takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swinging a foul straight back. High fly ball, right field. Suzuki settles underneath it, and that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set to start the ninth in this one. Michael Busch getting ready to hit. There's a strike. And fouled off. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Fouled off down the right side. Next offering misses, and that's ball one. One down, base is empty here in the ninth.
Ball.
Chopped on the ground. Muncy throws to first in time.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder Seiya Suzuki.
One out left for the Cubs. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. Vesia looking to reach double-digit saves on the year. Dives, and he can't hang on. He beats the throw, and they can't get the out.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Swings through that one.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.